downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And the catch made by Hilton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
And Taylor, the ball carrier.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we... Step aside here in this first quarter. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made at
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Complete to Hilton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Brings up
and a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Looking to throw, Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Rivers. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Is good.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
To throw on 2nd down. Flowers. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Flowers. And Amendola with a catch. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big gain at 28 as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. Kari Willis there to bring him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flowers, they'll run it. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run here with Swift. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Less than a yard.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Colts 3, Lions nothing.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. This is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Kerryon Johnson turned away on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle made at the
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On play action, Haskins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Haskins. And he's got his man Hilton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First and 10, Taylor now. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Play action. Haskins. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
On the throw.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Complete to
Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Flush to his right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Flowers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Their own 37-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Haskins, third and long. Catch made here by Campbell. And out across midfield down to the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
The Colt ball carrier. He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the...
And Justin Coleman brings him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And 8.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
36-yard line.
First down. Flowers. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Flowers. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Flowers out to his left. They'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Seconds to go in the half. Here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. That's going left, and player missed it. It's no good. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them?
And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
34 yards.
Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the 2nd half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. To throw, Rivers. That's a screen pass. That's complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
A gain of 11 brings up second down at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers, Campbell making the catch. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Rivers. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw on second down. Flowers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw on third down. Flowers. And that will be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Smith on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Hilton, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. The Colts on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Haskins to throw it. Looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over.
22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust, because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
1-yard gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flowers. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. Ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
the backup Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Looking deep now for Amendola. Now a clash of bodies here. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is Taylor. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Suggs brought him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Colts.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. It's a rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Taylor. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Colts on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. When that ball popped free, we can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Flowers steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Danny Amendola, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as they'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game.
Lions 8. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. He was calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They run once more with Taylor. And they're going to get him down well short of first as he can only get this to about the 19. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job at excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Johnson on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Today's final score, Colts.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Colts, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.